Hello, and welcome to Dardingli's Interviews, a space created by professionals for professionals of the real estate industry. Interviews will be available on Spotify and YouTube on the 1st and 15th of every month. Tune in to stay updated with the latest in real estate trends.
Hello, and welcome to Dardingli's Interviews. Today we have Philip Incorvaja, REMAX Specialist, Sales Associate, and Co-Franchise Owner of REMAX Tiñe Point and Portomaso. First of all, Philip, thank you for being with us, and welcome to Dardingli Interviews.
Hello, Jorge. Thanks for inviting me.
So for our viewers who might not know Philip, Philip has more than 22 years of experience in the real estate market. He has been, and this is amazing, he has been ranked first in Malta among the best real estate agents across, not only first in Malta, and if I'm correct, number 15th in the globe.
Yeah. Firstly, I'm very grateful, and I feel blessed. And all I can say is that all the results came from hard work.
Yeah, but not only hard work. Look, your numbers, apart from hard work, they are just impressive. More than 30 internationals and national awards, and if I'm correct, over 400 properties sold, maybe.
Yeah, I've been in the business for over 20 years, and I am committed, and I always try my best to improve, and be a better agent, be a better person. I'm always willing to learn and grow, and I think that mindset helps me achieve what I have already achieved.
I mean, learning, grow, but that made you being the best in Malta, always being the best in anything. And furthermore, in a market as competitive as real estate is impressive. So knowing who you are, knowing now your achievements, I cannot wait but ask you how to be a successful real estate agent. As we know, the real estate market is changing. And as with every industry, new technologies, new buying savvy, and new trends are changing our understanding how this industry and the key selling positions the real estate agent has to adapt and refurbish himself to adapt to a nation-long job position, to now realities of this 21st century and post-COVID time. So what does now in the 21st century success mean for a real estate agent?
Okay, I think there are two choices. There is choice number one.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to say grumbling and blaming the market conditions, and let those negative thoughts take over. Or option number two would be like embrace the challenges and work even harder, persist until we succeed. Those are the choices. It's either you're going to embrace the challenges, or else you're going to let those negative thoughts take over.
Mm-hmm. Being positive.
Yeah.
So what would you say will be the real estate characteristic of the business of the 21st centuries? What are the adaptations needed to be successful?
Well, it all starts from having the right growth mindset, because that is very important. In my opinion, it's discipline, it's integrity, it's hard work, it's passion. Those are all important. And obviously, you continue persisting despite all the challenges we encounter. Because in our business, like in most businesses, we experience setbacks, and the way forward would be learning from the setbacks and moving forward. You cannot stop.
Hmm. So what would you say after everything you said? What would you say that should be the added value of any real estate agent?
Added value, in my opinion, is building relationships, because that is the foundation. It's um, like giving that professional service and just doing your very best to help our clients achieve their goals.
Hmm. Yeah, but achieving the goals, being professional, those are like the traditional, let's say, a characteristic of a successful real estate agent, as we might think about that. So, what are the competences that are necessary today, like to real estate agents, the new with the new times, with the new technologies, with the new complications and challenges, which will be the competences needed today for a successful real estate agent?
The competences, in my opinion, should be, as I was saying before, having the right mindset,
Hmm.
and being very positive.
Hmm.
Uh, Obviously, we need to be ambitious,
Hmm.
and and I mean, for experienced agents, it's like we're entering into the automatic. These things happen naturally. For the beginners, there has to be more effort, meaning working harder,
Hmm.
observing, learning, growing, and being up to date with the latest technology. I mean, when
Hmm.
I started real estate, I remember we used to market properties, classified Sunday Times, generating leads from having the for sale signs on building sites. It's
Hmm.
different. It's not only that. It's social media, and there are different platforms.
Hmm.
And it's very different. So we need to adapt according to the market always.
So you will say a higher presence, like publicity wise.
Correct. Yes,
Hmm.
it's important. And also working on PR,
Hmm.
promoting ourselves, because ultimately we are investing in our own name under the brand. In my case, it's REMAX, but
Hmm.
always investing in our name. You know, that's why integrity is very important.
So you spoke before about new uh, real estate agents, like people who are just starting in this market, might be young, might not be young. So how should a new real estate agent be trained? What will be the new or the things that someone who's just starting should start from day one to train in?
Okay, having a mentor is very important. Someone to look up to
Mhm.
and learn. Is very important. And the person to succeed has to have a very strong desire to do so, and be open to learning and growing, and discovering. It's a whole
Mhm.
process. I believe that this job is not for everyone, but once a person feels good doing our job, it helps, and it's very important that we enjoy um, uh, doing our job.
Mhm. Clearly, I think the real estate might be one of the hardest industries to be and to work, and to be as successful as you are is even harder. So, as someone that not only has been able to maintain itself in this market, but also succeed, for agents who are already in the market, agents who are already have like a long career, that might not be as successful as you are, what would you say? Which skills should an agent develop during its professional career?
Yeah, it's commitment at not giving up, because in our business we experience a lot of setbacks, and once we experience them, we need to learn from them and move on. And it is important that the character is a strong character, and the agent does not give up.
Give up as stopping training, as stopping as getting obsolete. And in that regard, uh, what a can agent can get trained in, and how can an agent might maintain itself informed of new market trends or new market legislation.
Okay, our company REMAX, we provide training. Also, we provide the opportunity for agents to attend, participate in international conventions where there are international speakers, where it will be an amazing opportunity for us agents to learn from these incredible people who
Mhm.
are very successful in their field. So it's all about learning. We always learn.
But sometimes it feels like all furthermore for agents who already has a big wall, like a big set of like properties to sell, to buy, the ones that already have a very like busy day, let's say every day of the week. How does a person that is successful manage his time? What tools ensure that efficient administration of time and also resources?
Yes, it's a very good question. It takes a lot of discipline. It's planning and organizing our day, our week.
Mhm.
It all starts from there. It's planning.
So you have to be extremely diligent.
For sure. Diligent, disciplined. And what has to be done today has to be done today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow it won't happen.
Never leave anything for tomorrow. So diligence also means to create satisfaction sometimes for the seller and also the buyer. But how do you manage to create satisfaction both for the seller and the buyer?
Well, I'm going to repeat the same word. It's integrity, being honest,
Mhm.
because ultimately we are dealing with the seller and the buyer, and both are our clients. So it's important always to be honest while we are discussing deals with our clients, and just give them a professional service. And that's what they deserve, after all, in this competitive market. And everything will follow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Being honest, be diligent, and that might ensure that sometimes clients, the relationship with some clients might sometimes mean that it will be a long-term relation with them, right? And
Yes.
how does a long-term client differs from a short-term client?
Well, it's emotions. Once a client feels comfortable with our service, it's going to be long term. It's a feeling, it's a relationship, and that's why I was emphasizing before in working with integrity, because uh, that's the key to long term success. That's how it works.
Also, the long-term clients sometimes mean exclusive sales. So, what can an agent change in order to get more exclusive sales? Because in the end, is what every agent wants.
Yes, it's giving better service than our competition, and also by building trust with our clients, because if there is no trust, there is no business.
Trust, which also means communication sometimes, but said communication sometimes is hard, furthermore, because sometimes we don't know how the client wants to be communicated. We don't know if the clients want to communicate, but we need to communicate, right? So
Yeah.
what must an agent do to maintain said communication?
First of all, we should listen carefully. Listen more than we speak, because that's how you understand what our clients desire,
Mhm.
what our clients need. So understanding their needs is very important to build relationships and to be in a position to assist and give professional service.
So in that regard, giving a professional service, as you said, giving a professional service sometimes means to adapt, and with the new technologies, internet platforms such as PropTechs has arisen. So in which way can PropTechs, new technologies, help agents in everything we just mentioned before?
Yes, today, before we meet clients, we need to make a lot of groundwork. Like the client normally demands us to send some website links and information, photos before we actually meet. So a lot of work will be done online.
Mhm.
And then what is important when we meet the clients, because I believe that is when you can really work to build relationships.
Mhm.
It's when you meet the clients. But yes, as you're saying, because of technology and because of the market today, a lot of work is done online. Sending floor plans, photos,
Mhm.
and all that.
Yeah, as you were telling me not that long ago, you needed to adapt your work due to the the situation we all know in order to continue selling. And sometimes with those technologies, we forget something, that the relation with the client sometimes needs to be formal, or maybe we try to be more friendly that used to be in the past. But in that regard, what approach would you think is better for clients? A friendly approach or a formal approach?
Well, it depends. As I was saying before, as long as the client feels comfortable, it doesn't make a difference whether you're going to be a bit more formal or a bit more friendlier.
Mhm.
It depends on the client as well, because in our case, it comes naturally for experienced agents. But once you meet the clients, everything will flow
Mhm.
according to the personalities and everything else. So experience has taught us that once you meet clients, you will understand what type of clients they are and focus on building relationships. That's how it works. Being honest, being yourself. Yeah.
That's obviously uh, being as experienced person as you are, and also having long-term relations with clients, as long as you might have in these 22 years, makes it's easier to know when to be one and when to be the other, right?
Right. For new beginners, it requires more effort.
Hmm.
Effort. My advice to the beginners is always to be yourselves. Never try to be how can I explain, someone else. Just be yourselves. Try your best. If a person made a mistake, an agent made a mistake, it's like it's no big deal. We
Hmm.
move on, we learn from our mistakes, and that requires a lot of effort. But as I said, once an agent uh, gets the experience, it happens naturally.
Just be honest and deal with it.
Excuse me?
Like, just be honest and deal with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's actually something that honesty, as you said, professionalism, that is part of your brand as an agent, as a person with your background. You already have established yourself not only as a successful REMAX agent, not only as a successful, let's say, Maltese real estate agent, but as a brand in your own self. So how do you improve your personal brand as an agent?
When a person reaches a certain level, it is important to not feel superior or better than anyone else, because ultimately I am competing against my own self, not against others. Indirectly, yes, because that's how it works. But for me, I'm competing against myself to be better. And I think that kind of mindset helps us always improve and ultimately remain humble.
That's very true. And actually, Philip, we could actually wrap it up and finish the interview here, but I'm going to ask you for 1 minute, 2 minutes more for you to give us a message of what message would you give to any real estate agent, any young person, any, or not that young, any person that is entering this market, exciting market, beautiful market, and what message will you give to them now that they are starting?
Okay, the message out there would be just to have a strong desire to succeed, to work diligently, work hard, and not only hard, but smart, and to never give up. I mean, what I just mentioned is fundamental for long-term success.
We really appreciate that message, and I'm sure people that really want to succeed will take to the core those words. So, Philip, it has been an immense pleasure. Thank you for joining us on Dardingli's interviews and for your time, and really looking forward to work with you in the coming years, and all the best.
Thank you very much, and once again, thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for being with us. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Are you enjoying Dardingli's interviews? If you have any suggestions, questions, or requests, you can contact us through our social media or at dardingli.com. Dardingli, the biggest Maltese property platform for owners and agencies. See you at the next program. Hello, and welcome to Dardingli's interview.